Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I have a little bit of a review, oh not a little bit, it's a review for you of a really fun service that I've been meaning to kind of look more into for a while now, and Kate actually reached out to me and asked if I would be willing, if she could send it to me and then allow me to do a little bit of a review on it just to see what it's all about. So yeah, a really fun review to share. If you are in the United States, I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. Monday was kind of the workday week off, I think, for the 4th of July holiday. So I hope you had a wonderful, restful holiday weekend and that you got to see some family. That's so nice that in most parts of the country we're able to do that now. As I'm joking. Pardon me. Okay, so back last fall, I guess, I did a work from home module sew along, and Kate from In A Haystack reached out to me amongst a couple other people to be a sponsor for the prizes. And I wasn't completely familiar with what In A Haystack was, but did a little research during that whole time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what a wonderful idea, how fun. And again, been meaning to like look more into it and kind of see really what it's all about, and just haven't had a chance because life just happens. Anyway, let's see, back in May probably, Kate reached out to me again and asked if she could send me one of the In A Haystack digital sewing packs for me to just have a look at, see what it's all about, and if I liked it or whatever, just to give a review. So, you know, I said, yes, that would be I would love to do that. And she didn't even ask me to give a review. She said, you know, just kind of do whatever. If you want to give a review, it's fine. No strings attached. I would like to send you one. Perfect. I would love to try it out. So, yes, so I'm going to go through kind of what it is and what I received. Now, this is all the June's pack. So we're in July now. She keeps everything very hush-hush, very secretive until the pack has been released. But this is all stuff from June, so she said I could freely talk about it. Okay, so what is In A Haystack? So I want to get all of this correct, all of the information here. So In A Haystack, it's a digital sewing subscription, and you get an email, and within that email, well, I guess it says Kate, who she calls herself a researcher and sewing enthusiast. So it's a monthly collection of sewing curiosities and surprises sent straight to your inbox. So it's like all the great sewing boxes that are out there now, but this is all digital. So it includes every month, let's see, you get a, it's a theme. So every month is a different theme, and June's was music. So how sewing and music kind of went together. It was adorable. So it's all around a theme. So you get a PDF sewing pattern, which she says is oftentimes swappable. So this month's, and I'll talk a little bit about the specifics of what I received, but you were able to redeem it with, which you were given a code to redeem the actual pattern, or this pattern designer also allowed you to grab any of the patterns. I mean, just one, but you could pick any of the patterns from her website. So you didn't just have to do the featured one. So I think that it says often swappable. So, and then you get discount codes for independent fabric shops, both in Europe and North America, depending on where you are. I mean, you could obviously use both, and we'll talk about the two that were in there. And then also she has discounts on printing the pattern, which I thought was really cool. And she gives a European one and also a North American one for that, which is really cool. And then she's got interviews, stories, tips and tricks, and that kind of stuff that all come every month into the pack. And then there's a whole like online community of people that are in the pack. So really, really cool. Okay, so like I said, June's was all about, it was music and talking about the relationship between creating and clothing and music and how those are kind of intertwined and how they kind of play off each other. So the email itself was just very well written and very thoughtful. I mean, it's just a great newsletter. The Lynn skirt and Pinafore was the pattern, and it's by VanessaHansen Studio. So one of the really great things about this sewing pack is that you're introduced to maybe independent pattern designers you've never heard of, and also fabric companies and shops that you haven't heard of. So you got to pick the Lynn skirt, and I did go ahead and pick the Lynn skirt. I'll pop a picture of what that pattern is. So good, I can't wait to make it. So that's the one that I chose. She had a couple of other patterns. She's a new independent pattern designer, so she only has, I think, 3 patterns right now, but I really loved the skirt. I thought it was just really cool. So that's the one that I've gone for. And then she also has fabric discount codes for 2 fabric shops, A Kind Cloth and Blended Thread Fabrics. And both of these were really, really cool. Well, I mean, like really cool shops. And then everything goes down into detail. It's so good. So A Kind Cloth is, it's a fabric shop that specializes in fabrics that are sustainable. So her whole thing is sustainable fabrics. She has a gorgeous curated collection, and it's really cool. And she's also got interviews with these shops on here too. And then a Blended Thread Fabrics is a place where you can, it's kind of like Spoonflower a little bit. So they've got beautiful, unusual prints on their website, and then they have 7 fabric bases, from bamboo jersey to cotton canvas, that you can print those designs on. So it's very much kind of Spoonflower-ish, kind of. But you can go on, and she's got collections that they release with designs that you can go on and pre-order things. Again, on 7 different bases, you can kind of pick what you want. Just really, really cool. And then she has a discount code for this Sew Anonymous, which is an Etsy shop, I believe. Well, it's an online shop, but they have all sorts of haberdashery and just like sewing related gifts. They've got labels, they've got cards, all sewing related. And there was a discount code in there for those. And then obviously she had discount codes for printing. So for BrooklynMotifPrinting, if you're North America based, or Fabulosew, with sew being, obviously the pun, which if you're Europe based. And then with this month, because music was the theme, she has a whole bunch of like playlists that she's put together that you can access for free. It's just really, she lists like sewing challenges that are going on right now, which is just kind of fun and interesting to know. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. Like the whole thing, like being able to click on all these links and find these new shops I'd never heard of. These little fabric shops that I mean, just like really, really adorable, that I would love to like try out. Anyway, it was a fantastic a fun surprise. I would get so excited there for the longest time, like when my sewing magazines would come in the mail, and then those just got to be, like I wouldn't have time to look through them or whatever, but there's just something fun about getting a monthly subscription to something, especially when it's sewing related, obviously. And because this is digital, it's, more reasonable. So because it's digital, you're getting a pattern, you're getting a whole bunch of discount codes. This is just, it's just less expensive than like the physical sewing boxes, obviously. So this is just $10 £10 on the first of each month. And that gets you a pattern. So, I mean, right there's your $10, but it's also getting you these discount codes if you want to try out new shops. And I think it's wonderful just to be able to support a lot of the independent businesses out there, especially the ones that are part of the sewing community, because we want to support all of our independent companies that are working to make this community the best that it can be. So anyway, I was just very impressed with how well everything was put together, written out. She keeps everything very, very hush-hush until it's released. I think on the 3rd day of the month is when the email comes out. And for $10 a month, I mean, you're getting it's just a fun surprise. You're getting a fun pattern that you would not have maybe known about before. And again, a lot of times it's swappable. So even if you're not, if you're not into skirts, for instance, there were 2 other patterns that I could have swapped this for. That may not be the case every month, but it does say often that they are swappable. So if there's another pattern in the catalog for that pattern designer that you are drawn to, you can get that one instead. So anyway, just a really great, fun service. So if that's something that, she has gift options as well. So if you want to give like 3 months of it to a loved one, friend, family, whatever, that is a seamstress, it'd be a great little gift, I think, to give to someone. So a lot of options there. So I just wanted to, tell you guys about this In A Haystack, if that was something that was kind of interesting to you, and just a way to brighten your month every month right there at the beginning. A great kickoff to the month with some sewing-filled goodies. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to tell you about this wonderful little subscription service that I had questions about, and thought it might be good to pass along my experience and yeah, kind of what I thought about this subscription. All right guys, that's all I have for today. Friday we have a pattern re-release that I was a tester for, so we've got that on Friday, and then Sunday I think I'm going to do the sway back adjustment, the sway back tutorial adjustment, and then instead of doing another sew along after that, I think I'm going to do a week of weeks of zipper tutorials, so each week would be a different zipper insertion. So if there is a zipper, because I've been promising to do that actually for quite a while, so if there's a zipper insertion that you really want to see, I mean, I'll do a fly zipper. I already have a fly zip tutorial on the channel, but I'll do another one. An invisible zipper, an exposed zipper, we could do a slotted zipper. I mean, whatever, just leave it down below on maybe a zipper insertion technique that you were interested in, and I will get that put in for one of the weeks. All right guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful week and you get some sewing in, and I will see you guys again on Friday. Bye.